been starting to, like, a couple of years ago, who's this Kraken? You know, this guy, you know, he's everywhere and he likes the stuff and he's not like 10 years old. So what's going on? This is interesting. And now here we are.
If someone had told me 2 years ago that I'd be in this position, I probably would have laughed in their face and said they're having me on. But yet, here I am. Recently, as I have covered, Hevisaurus released their brand new album Bandicoot. Nino Laurenne posted a pic of himself and Herr Hevisaurus. I left a comment saying I would absolutely adore to interview yourself or Herr Hevisaurus for my YouTube channel. I didn't think much of it at the time, just a spur-of-the-moment comment. Cue my surprise, not that much later when I got the reply, let's do it. Cut to roughly a week and a half later, I got a call with Nino Laurenne. Now, I first have to thank Sami from Sony Music Finland for giving this the go-ahead. For those who may not strictly know who Nino Laurenne is, he's mainly a metal rock producer and mixer at his own studios, Sonic Pump Studios Helsinki, working with many bands. The list is huge and I would be here forever if I read it out. He is also the founder and main guitarist of his band, Thunderstone. He's had guest appearances on countless other bands' albums. And, of course, he's part of the team behind Hevisaurus since the very beginning. We got to chat for a bit. For many reasons, some things I'm not going to be allowed to show, so think of this as kind of a highlight reel of our conversation. Also, I do have to apologise for the slight echo and juddery video, but this couldn't be helped. Enjoy. I think one of the first questions I should sort of really ask is, how on earth did you end up mixed up in all of this?
You mean the very beginning?
The very beginning.
I think this whole idea came from the idea of making heavy metal music for children without any compromises. So we just wanted to do melodic, more or less melodic, it depends. Metal songs for kids, like for any real metal band.
Yeah.
So it's the only thing that I think it's different from normal heavy. I mean, normal. What is normal nowadays? I mean, it's the lyrics, you know, and of course the band is dinosaurs. So. But that's the whole idea, and that's what we've been following since now, after released 107 songs. So if you listen to the songs, they're like full-blown metal band. So and the best thing is that we can jump from genre to another, like that's something the other bands basically can't do. They have to stick with one kind of genre. So we can do in the same song, like someone wrote one of the YouTube comments that it's power metal and black metal in the same song. So, but we can do that, and it's even more funnier if we can do those funny things and mix everything up. So, that's the main thing with whole Hevisaurus idea.
Also, speaking on 100, congratulations on passing 200,000 views.
Thank you. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's great, and it's keep on going up all the time.
Yeah, and as I've said to you before, I think Bandicoot is probably one of the best albums yet. Not saying any of them are crap, but I do really like this one.
Okay, that's really nice to hear, because usually when the band's doing more and more albums, people start to like, the first demo was the best. So that's the thing, and it's really, really nice to hear that you think that the latest album is the best so far. Thank you for that.
It's not a problem. I really enjoyed it. I have listened to it far too much. If I had to pick a favorite off it, it would be Ukoya's Kokos Banjo.
Oh, okay, great. Actually, that's not a real banjo, but it's a banjo guitar, and yeah, it's kind of a real thing. It's not a sample or anything. And the guy who played Lasse Sakara, he's one really good session musician. He's also here at Sonic, working here. So it's so cool that I can't play that thing at all. So the only thing is, I just walk like 20 meters and knock on the door and hello, can you play banjo for me? Yeah, of course I can do that. Actually, the same guy played all the acoustic guitars. What was the ballad? I can't remember the name of the song.
I can't remember it now either. I know that the ballad on Bandikoloon translated as "Friendship is Forever."
Yes, yeah. Laulu. Give me a second. I have to go to Spotify and check it. There's, like I said, 107 songs. You can't remember them all. It's called.
You saying 107 makes me happy because that's how many I counted.
Ystävyys on ikuista.
That's the one. Yeah.
There's things happening all the time behind the scenes with this, because of course we want to go outside of Finland. Like now the Germany is actually happening, and Argentina for 7 years or something. So I'm also looking forward to see like real Hevisaurus bands singing in English. Like let's see. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen one day, but it takes time, and that's something I can't do anything about that. So
because I know that the app, which is no longer available, one of the interesting things about that, there was the English clips of about 4 of the songs, which was very interesting. And it's like, is there going to be an English one? But there never has been any. So.
Like a real release. Yeah, those songs are mainly for that app and for promotional purposes. So.
Yeah, because it's like some people go, where did you get this from? It's from the app, which is no longer available now. But
so maybe one day, if you come to visit my studio, I can play all 5 songs. Is it 5? Yeah, 5? I think so.
I've only got 4.
4 or 5? I'm not sure. Maybe the 5th was the intro, the speech kind of thing. Have you heard it?
I haven't heard it, no.
Okay, but the next time, just come and visit, and I can play all the songs to you.
Oh, that would be really good. As I said, the whole sort of English band is a question I get asked, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not the person to ask.
Also, I'm checking out what's happening with Germany. That's kind of interesting because it's totally new there. So we've been working here like more than 10 years in Finland, but now it's starting in Germany, and it's going bigger and bigger all the time. People are coming more and more to see the shows, and the last summer they played on Summer Breeze Festival. There were like 5,000-6,000 people to see them. I think it's great because it's totally like heavy metal festival, not children's festival. So I'm looking forward to see them at Wacken next year. Let's see if it's gonna happen.
Hopefully,
it's kind of a dream come true. Yeah.
Have they got a second album coming out soon?
Yeah. It's coming in the beginning of next year. I have mixed the new songs. I mean, the also there's gonna be 7 or 8 songs from previous albums, and also there's actually 1 song from the new Finnish album also.
Oh wow!
Which is great. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you
about
the song titles.
I was going to say which ones.
I can tell it to you after the interview, like off record. Wait a second, you have to see something. So this is the studio.
I've seen it on Instagram.
Yeah, where all the magic happens. So you have to see one thing that might interest you. You see it?
Oh wow. Yeah.
It's a Hevisaurus shrine.
Well, there's definitely quite a few things that I don't have in my collection. Oh, there's the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and that's a second Hevisaurus album.
Oh, wow.
So they have, these ones you have.
Yes, I've got all them. Apart from Bandicoot. Oh, that's the Emma Award.
What?
The award in the middle there.
Yeah, Emma. Yes, that's the one. Also, I can show you something else.
Oh.
It's a big place nowadays. I have a like.
Oh wow.
Can you see it?
Yes. Is that gold or?
It's yeah, it's gold.
Gold.
This one, yeah. So I have these gold albums, lying here on the floor.
Just lying there.
Yeah. It's just Also, this is a funny part. Also, you have to have some Hevisaurus in the toilet.
Okay.
And another toilet.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, but it's. I mean, there's lots of like empty walls. We have to, that's the plan. They are not gonna be in the toilet. It's. We have to put them on the wall, of course. Yeah.
Do you have any particular favorite song off the current album? Like one that
you mean from the new album?
From the new album, yeah.
I mean, I have heard the songs like 5,000 times from the very beginning, so it's kind of it changes all the time. But I've always loved ballads. I love the ballad. It's not a typical like a heavy metal ballad. It's more more artistic, or we wanted to do something totally different this time. So you don't hear any distorted guitars except on the guitar solo a little bit. Of course, I love 100 because it's insane. The whole idea about the the black metal part in the middle, and I like Ukko and Kokos Banjo because I kind of like the energy when it starts. That's kind of a and the banjo, and and there's this famous Finnish guitar player from one famous band who's doing the talking part. If you can, I'm not sure if you recognize the guy, but he's quite known in Finland.
He does sound familiar, but I can't place the name myself.
So, you can actually hear the same guy in two other songs. One is his Texasin Jättiläinen, yeah, and then one is from the Christmas album called Heavy Metal Christmas. Heavy Metal
YOLO. Yeah.
Yeah, he's there too. Let's keep it secret. I mean, I think almost every Finnish people recognize this person, but we're not gonna say like out loud.
No. Well, when I stop recording, we could cover that. But
yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing I do sort of enjoy with Ukko is just that energy, the start of it. That's what I'm like. I like this one. I'm gonna enjoy this one. Also, you had
yeah. I can tell you a short story about behind the song. Because sometimes when you compose the songs, like most of the songs on this album, we composed together with Pasi, and some of the songs he composed by himself. But this one, in particular, this Ukko ja Kaakkoispanjo, I remember when we were writing this song, sometimes you get a really, really good feeling when you're doing it, like, this is going to be hit. This is going to be the most biggest hit ever, and then it's not. And and finally, it's because in the end, you never know. So, but on this particular song we were writing, and it's, it's not that. It's one of the. It's not that when we're composing, we always try to make our best. It's nothing like, we want to make like 3 really good songs and the other songs are like fillers. That's something we never do. We always try our best, but sometimes the feeling is just, you don't get there while writing the song. And this one was exactly one of those songs. But I remember when I got the first tracks from the banjo, and then it was like, whoa, this is gonna be great. The whole Hevisaurus world and the whole feeling started to, rise with this funny things as banjo. We can mix banjo and heavy metal. No one else can do that. I mean, if you do that, it's not that cool. But when we do it, it's always cool.
It is very cool. Another one I like, I just remembered, is Hesamukumi Ripon.
Yes. Yeah, the keyboard riff in the beginning, it might remind you about something, but I'm not gonna say what.
I might have to jump to conclusions then on that one. And how about your own band, Thunderstone?
We're on a break at the moment.
Okay.
We didn't plan about this, but it's kind of because Thunderstone's never been about making money. It's totally about making, things and having fun. Let's put it like this. Having fun and play with your guys, your friends around the world, and this is just a moment that nothing's happening. But I'm sure we're gonna be more active in the future. We're not gonna, end like this. We released the last album like 4 years ago.
2016, Apocalypse Again, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know it better. So it's 3-4 years ago, and we'll see. It's a great band, and when we start to activate, usually something good happens. So let's see. But I have no news about that. So.
And you've got your partner's band, Smackbound.
Yes. That's great band. I really love it, and it's it's so easy to say only good things about them. Not that I'm afraid of my wife, but it's really, really kick-ass band. I have nothing to do with them. That's the best thing.
I was just going to say it must be interesting for you in that regard.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about doing something together, and then I decided to say, maybe it's better that we don't do this together if we want to be still married like in the future. So I think it's a wise decision. So they're doing great, and I think it's gonna be big in the future. It's something totally something else, and she's insanely good singer.
Yeah, I love Drive It Like You Stole It. I absolutely adore that track.
Yeah, me too. But I prefer the second one. It's more like more aggressive and punch in the face, and no more like nice girl things, and just punch in the face. We were with my daughter. She was like, I don't know, 4, 5. We went to see Hevisaurus on this cruise ship. They're doing this between Helsinki and Tallinn and Helsinki, Stockholm.
Oh, the Silja Line
cruises. Yeah, Silja Line. Yeah. And we went to see them, and we went to the backstage, and when we stepped inside the backstage room, and then it hit me like all the hats and the suits are all over the backstage, and my daughter is there like,
Oh
like
no.
thinking about, oh my God, they kill Hevisaurus something. So I just took her and 180 degrees and let's go somewhere else. I'm not sure if she actually understood what happened, but that was kind of a I've been laughing with her later about this. But she don't remember that, but I told her the story, and I remember the first time she said that, Daddy, I think the Hevisaurus, the dinos aren't real. And I was like, whoa, what do you mean? I can see their fingers. And you know what I said? Have you seen their real hands, like dinosaur hands? Yeah, they're much bigger. They can't play with those hands, so they have these gloves that look like normal fingers, so they can play. And she was like, but I don't see their mouths moving. I was like, okay. And then I said, yeah, and the Santa Claus is not real.
Again, I cannot stress my gratitude for Nino for giving me his time to talk to me. I know he's an extremely busy guy, and he took some of his time to talk to me for a bit. I will be eternally grateful for it. And perhaps, sometime next year, I'll follow it with another video from within the studios. We'll just have to see. Maybe I could get to chat to the main dino himself one day. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, and I love reading your comments, so feel free to comment below. As always, this is Kraken, signing out.